all my friends out there in YouTube land. This is Donna with Donna's Creative Dabbles. Hope that I'm not going to make you nervous because I am holding my camera for a little while because I just want to show you what I'm doing today. It's going to be a busy day because I'm putting resin on a lot of stuff. So I'm going to turn you around here so that you can see everything I'm going to be working on. I've got things that I did with my grandkids when they were here, the candy dishes, and then I have some candle holders and some drink deals. And then over there I have got all kinds of bottles. And then I have a whole, I don't know if you can see those, a whole box of tiles down there. Once again, I hope I didn't make you too nervous. But I'm going to be playing with resin, and I thought I'd take you guys along today. If there's some of you out there that are not real sure about this, today I'm using KS resin, and that's what I'm using today to put on everything. So I've really had good luck with this, some beautiful finishes. I'll show you over here real quick that I have. This is one of the drink bottles that I finished, and it just put such a beautiful shine on that. And this candy jar, I hope I can get it where it's not got a glare on it. It's just turned out, I mean, it's hard not to get a glare when you've got that really shiny coat of resin on there. So anyway, that's what I'm doing today, and I thought I'd take you guys along with me. So I'm gonna shut this off now, get it up on my, whatever that thing is called that I put it on, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I've got my resin all mixed up, got my camera up on my tripod, and I'm ready to go. Get my glove on here. I've got my goggles on. Don't know if you can see that. I've got my goggles on. I've got my room ventilated. I don't have a ventilator mask on because I can't talk to you and do that too. So anyway, here I go. I'm going to start out on this mug, and I'm just going to pour a little bit, that's probably way too much, out on the top here. And this is kind of fun. I kind of like this part because I get to play in it with my fingers, and I kind of enjoy that. It's kind of a nice feeling. Brings back a lot of childhood memories of playing in all kinds of different mediums and everything. We grew up on a farm, and we got creative with our play, and so I'm just making sure that I get that all wiped down there, and I want to make sure that I haven't left, there's just a little bit of an indentation there. I want to make sure I get this handle covered good, and get it all covered. This is a drinking cup, so I want to make sure that it's covered real well on the lip of it. And I have just put tape around the inside on the bottom so that the inside is protected. And so I think I've gotten it all covered. Make sure there's no areas in that handle. On the inside of it. Hard to see in there. So once more, I'll check the top. Okay, and now I'm going to take my torch and pop any bubbles that there are in that. When you stir your resin, you get lots and lots of little bubbles in it. I don't want to burn that, so I don't want to get too close to it. And as I'm doing this, I'm checking the shine to make sure that it's covered all the way around. I can put a second coat on this, and I may. It just depends on how it finishes up. Okay, that looks good. So now I'm gonna set this one aside. And while I had my grandkids here, we did these candy dishes. So these are the ones that they did, and so I'm gonna pour on them now. This may take a little bit more than the cup did. And you just take your finger or fingers and just rub that all over. Trying to make sure, get the top and then just work down. It'll drip down a little bit, but get all that off of the little dip in the bottom. Had a lot of fun while the grandkids were here doing these, and they're getting very anxious. They were anxious that they couldn't take them home with them, that they had to leave them at Nan's so that I could put the finish on them. So they're very anxious for that box to come in the mail and see their creations all finished up. I'm gonna put just a little more, drip a little bit more of that on there. And make sure. I thought I would just speed this up for you all. You don't need to see exactly what I'm doing. It's the same thing over and over, but I just wanted to encourage you that if you haven't already tried resin, give it a try. Just jump in with both feet and buy some. I buy mine online. I love the KS resin, and I buy it online. I get really good deals from YouTubers or whatever, and follow the directions exactly as they say. You have to stir, 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 stir. And temperature makes a huge difference. So you don't want it too hot, you don't want it too cold, you want it kind of right in the middle. So that sometimes is the hardest thing to create, is the atmosphere for the resin to dry in. You also want to protect it from any cat hair, dog hair, gnats, whatever, flying insects. So you can just put a box over it. I don't really have a problem with that. We don't have pets, so I don't have to worry about that. And I do, if I use the resin in the garage, I do have to cover them, and I just take a box, turn it upside down over them, and that seems to take care of the problem. So anyway, I just want to encourage you to jump in and try it. The other thing that you have to be really careful of is oil. Resin and oil do not mix. So you have oils on your hands, so you want to make sure that your hands, wipe them with an alcohol wipe. I take alcohol and clean the surface very lightly. Usually they don't have a whole lot of any dust or anything on them, but you want to get anything off of them, and especially oil. If you use silicone in your paint, I don't usually, but if you do, you have to make sure that you clean the oil off. As it dries, that oil will come to the surface, and oil and resin, like I said, do not mix. So you want to make sure that you go over that surface very well and get it all off. Another pointer that I do is I tape the inside of my openings on any cups or anything with the tape sticky side out. It just sticks to the inside of it. That way the resin drops are really easy to remove. I just heat them up with the heat gun, peel the tape off, and the drips come with it. Also, I do check quite often as my resin piece is drying in those first 10-20 minutes to get those drips off with a popsicle stick. It really helps a lot. Also, on like these candy jars that have a lid on them, I take and tape the around where the lid screws on, and that way, once again, whenever it's all dry, I just take my heat gun, heat that up, take the tape off, and it's ready to screw the lid on and go. It just works really great. So just a few tips to encourage you to go buy that resin and give it a try. You can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. And it's fun to play with and simple to do. So just go for it. Good luck. Let me know how you do. If you have any questions, just leave me a comment or send me an email, and I'll see if I can help you. But there's a lot of people out there that are using resin and have a lot of videos on YouTube that you can check. But it is very interesting to try and works just great. I just can't encourage you enough to jump in and try it. So good luck, and let me know how you do. to do on this. Paper towel. Okay. Well, I've got a lot more here, as you saw, to do, and I'm not going to make you watch all of that, but I just thought some of you might be interested to see how quick and easy it is to put resin on and finish out your projects. So thank you for joining me. Please, if you haven't already, push the little subscribe button, hit the little notification bell, and then you'll know every time I put a new video up. And have a great and blessed day. Thank you. Bye.